All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that seems to be very highly debated, and that is whether or not all your quads should be the same or if it's okay to fly different kinds of builds. And I'm going to tell you right away how I feel about it. First of all, when you boil everything down, it is about having fun, right? Yes, there is an aspect of performance and of flying better, but at the end of the day, you have to have fun. So, if for you, that aspect of having fun is to fly many different quads, then so be it. Who cares what anybody else thinks? Then, of course, you got the camp of people that say, no, it's all about performance. I want to be able to fly my best, and I have to perform every time. It has to be exact. I don't like any changes. Then, yeah, fly all your quads the same. Otherwise, you can do a combination of things. Let me show you a couple things here. I have a bit of a collection here. You guys have been following my channel for a while. Know that I fly mostly Flight 1 at the moment and Hyperlow or Impulse RC, but I've tried many different things over the last 6 years. I flew KISS for a very long time. I have some experience with Betaflight, Flight 1 of course. For example, this is an Impulse RC Reverb with KISS V2. That's a 5S build. Here we have a Hyperlow RS Plus Betaflight. This is a testing quad that I use for Betaflight when I want to test new versions of the firmware. I have a Hyperlow Airshot here. This is a 6S build with the Pacer motors. I hopefully will have a video review of this guy very soon. Then I have my main builds, which are the Impulse RC Apex HD, because I'm flying HD now, and then this guy is running Xnova motors. I'm missing one at the back because I'm testing different motors. I'm actually waiting for a custom wound set of these that I'll be testing soon. So this and this are my main builds. This is a Hyperlow RS Plus 5S. This guy is 6S. Now, the reason I point this out is because I do note differences between both of them, and I can accept that sometimes it takes me a while to adjust to one and the other, but normally I'll fly on the same day. I'll fly the same rig, so within a pack or two I'm already adjusted. Now my point is this, and I'm already gonna boil it down. There's no replacement for stick time. What that means is that there's no replacement for flying a lot of packs very often. Sometimes you got guys that they say, no, I mean, I want all my builds to be the same. I don't want any variances because, you know, I need it to feel always the same for me to fly my best. But then they go fly once a week, maybe 15 packs in a week, who knows. At one point, I was flying 40-50 packs in a week, and I'll admit, yes, I'm not the most consistent pilot. I am not at the level of some guys out there. I mainly do this for fun. My thing is fly as well as I can, have a lot of fun. I'm very technical about my builds, so that is my aspect. That's how I do it. You guys, it might be different for you. That's fine. Don't let anybody else tell you you're doing it wrong. You just kind of like take that information, learn from the other pilots, and then build your builds, your quads the way you think they should be for you. Whether that is all in the same or trying different things, that's up to you. I have a friend, Kilowatt, this Kyle, who wants all his quads to be different. And for him, it's just because he wants to have a different experience when he goes out flying. He wants to have quads that fly different ways for different things. And that is his aspect of flying. That's the way he has fun. I mean, if we take this stuff way too seriously and we don't have any fun, then what are we doing? Because very few of us can actually make a living with this thing. So who cares then? Just fly for fun. I am actually gravitating more and more lately to having all my builds be more or less the same. I'm actually been debating recently. I think I'm gonna be building a couple of these Apex XGs, and when I finally assign on a motor for it, and they're gonna be like 2 of them or 3 of them, all the same, mainly for when I want to do a lot of flying within a certain time frame and don't want any changes. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna touch my other builds. I am also moving. You know, a lot of guys jumped from 4S to 6S. I've been doing 5S and 6S, so that's important to me as well. But at the end of the day, the most important thing you can do is a lot of stick time. So if you fly, even if it's just a couple packs, and you fly 2 or 3 times during a week, different quads, that's gonna be a lot better for your flying than once a week on a quad that always flies the same. And you also have to keep in mind, if you always fly Hero 7 or Hero 8, then there's very little changes to your rig. But if you sometimes fly a Session 5 like me, a Hero 7, well, already you gotta change your weights there. And honestly, I find that I can adjust pretty well between one quad and the other. It'll take me a pack or two. And maybe when I'm flying this rig a lot more often, because I got 2 or 3 of them, I might change my mind and go like, yeah, it's way better to just stick to one kind of quad instead of flying multiples. But again, I think at the end of the day, stick time is going to be the best for your flying instead of worrying too much about your quads being a little bit different. Of course, your rates should be the same. The quads should still be similar. You can't have something that's completely different necessarily. If you're going to fly something very technical and hit small gaps, then you need the quads to feel very similar, even if they're kind of different. So, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Like, what do you think? Tell me in the comments. Do you think your builds have to always be the same? You can't have any variances. They all have to be exactly the same, otherwise it like throws you completely off. Or how do you feel about it? Do you feel it doesn't matter that much? As long as you fly often, you can fly different quads, have fun, and who cares, right? So yeah, let me know in the comments. I really want to know what you have to say about that. Also, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. The channel's up to 3,000 subscribers. I appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, I hope you stick around. I'll see you in the next one.